What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, aka Jasmine's Closet. Honey, you never know what I'm pulling out of the closet. Today is the first episode of Cooking with the Kerns, so welcome to the Kerns kitchen. Today we're going to be making, what are we making, baby?
Today we're making lollipop chicken with sticky Asian rice.
Yes, it's the mangoes on the side. So this is Chef in Training Anna. I am Chef in Training Jasmine, and this is the Chef Lamar. So we're going to be showing you guys how we make this meal today. This is the first episode, so comment down below what you guys want to see us cook. We'll be cooking on my channel once a month. So let's get right into it. You've been so serious the whole time. Alright, y'all, so the first thing you're going to need is this rice right here. Can y'all see that? Oh, honey, it's falling all out. Let's stop. Now, don't get that Uncle Ben. Don't get that Jasmine rice, but it ain't going to stick right. You need to get this right here. Why do I need this rice thing? What's going to do to the texture?
Okay, so guys, hey, you really need the short grain rice. It doesn't have to be this brand, but it definitely has to be the sweet rice. It's also called glutinous rice. So you have to go to your local Thai store in order to pick this up. This probably isn't something you're going to find in your grocery store. And again, you don't want to use the jasmine rice. You don't want to use the regular white rice because it's not going to get that sticky texture that you really want for this dish. So make sure you stop by your local Thai store and pick this up.
The Thai stove, okay? Now the next thing you're gonna need, because we're trying to make sure this rice is sweet to hit with the mango, is you're gonna need this can of coconut sweetener when you boil it together, because it needs to be sweet, right?
Yeah, so this is pretty much the coconut milk. It's pretty much any generic brand. You can go to like Walmart, pick this up from the Latina aisle or Latino aisle. So yeah, just regular coconut milk.
Now listen, y'all know I'm not shy, and y'all know that I don't lie. I can't cook. That's why I said I'm chef in training. But this is real deal cooking meals. My husband's finna slay up these chicken wings and rice. Now I don't eat meat, so he'll be making something different for me to go over with the rice. So the next thing you're gonna need is this mango. Really, babe?
Just a regular ordinary mango, nothing to it. Jasmine's gonna chop this up because she can't do nothing else.
Oh, okay. Get crumb on the camera.
Right, we're gonna get it right. So again, for the sticky rice, you need the right brand. Again, you need sweet rice or glutinous rice. You need the steamer, and you need the mango as well as the coconut milk. So.
Oh, show them the drain. The thing you need. You need special bowls from Amazon.
So this one is a colander. It comes with a regular pot as the bottom piece, and really it's just to steam the rice. So if you have any steamer with a strainer attachment to it, it'll work. So you really just need this to cook the rice to get that sticky texture with it.
So. Oh, if it's not gonna be right, y'all, don't do it if you're not gonna do it right. So here in the Kerns kitchen, we're gonna show you how to do it right. Okay, so let's get to how to peel and shape the chicken into a lollipop. Keep eating. Alright, you guys, so I apologize. We actually got to show you how to put the rice into the bowl. Now you got the rice, now you got the coconut milk, now you got the strainer. We got to show you how to put it in there right so it can cook and steam. And after you done, we told them you got to soak it for 12 hours, right? We done told them that.
I think so, but you know, once you get the right brand of rice and the right type of rice, the short grain sweet rice, you want to soak it in water for 12 hours in the fridge. That's going to really help break down the white coating on the outside of it. It's going to help it cook a lot evenly. So you really want to soak it for at least 8 to 12 hours in the refrigerator.
What he said, you want to do that because if you don't, you try to do 8 and try to cheat, it's not going to be right.
Okay, guys. So what you're going to do next? You're going to take you can even use a paper towel, but I bought a cheesecloth from Amazon along with these pots. So you want to take the cheesecloth, put it in the base of the steamer like this. What that's really going to do is that's going to prevent the rice from falling through the holes of the steamer. So you want to do that, and that also helps the rice cook evenly in the pot. So yeah, that's how.
Y'all, I look cute in the chef hat. Like, I might need to come in here a little bit more. I don't never cook in my marriage. I don't never cook because Lamar enjoys cooking. You know what I'm saying? Annalena now, come on. What you want, some more mango? This for the channel, girl, for the episode.
And yeah, that's essentially what I did. I just put maybe you guys can see this. Maybe looks like it's out of focus, but pretty much just take the rice that's been soaking for 12 hours and put it in the liner, whether you're using paper towel or a cheesecloth. Either way, it's fine. So of course you're going to fill the bottom of the steamer with water. I would say let it cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. Whenever you're checking it, just make sure it's like translucent a little bit, and you can see that the texture and consistency has changed. All right, so that's what we're going to do now.
And I'm cutting this mango, y'all, and I feel like the mango has cheated me on the mango. Like, it's so much bone in this thing, so much core. Like, come on, what all the mango juice at?
Looks pretty good. You're doing a good job of cutting it.
Oh, really?
No, it doesn't look that good, but...
All right, let's get into the chicken. What we gonna do, chicken?
Okay, guys, so now is the hardest part. So essentially what you're going to want to do is separate the chicken meat from the bone. So this is the drumstick portion.
Here.
So what you want to do is just grab a knife. This is just a regular, I'm using a steak knife actually, but it doesn't matter what kind of knife you use. And what you want to do first is take your knife, press it against the end portion where the end of the bone is, and just go around, cutting it like so. Sorry, let me get in the field of view. Just cutting it around, going like so. And eventually what's going to happen is the meat is going to separate from the bone. And what you do is you take that cheesecloth that I showed you earlier, and you're really just going to pull the meat to separate it from the bone. Just going to get back here to make sure it's completely separated. So if the meat isn't separated from the bone, it is not going to be clean. So just want to make sure you do that.
And
keep going around like so.
Yeah.
It may take you a little while, but just want to make sure it's clean to get that lollipop appearance.
Yeah, take your time. So don't come in here trying to cook when you're hungry. Because if it's going to take you some time, you're going to be a little mad, frustrated.
Okay. So maybe you can see this, but it's completely separated from the bone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that cheesecloth that I was using for the chicken, and I'm just going to pull it, separate it even more from the bone. So yeah, you just take it and pull it after you completely separated all the tendons. You should start to get that lollipop appearance. This one actually looks pretty good. You can kind of see why I call it lollipop chicken, because
You said what?
separated. Okay, so that's the drumstick. Okay guys, so the winglet is a little bit tougher. It's actually pretty tricky. I had to practice this a little bit. But essentially what you want to do is you want to take that knife you had earlier for the drumstick portion. You want to stick it in between the bones and separate them like so. Then you want to take that cheesecloth that you had earlier and just take the smaller bone and just start separating the meat like so.
Yum, 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 yum.
So yeah, just go around it with the small bone
Trash.
and just stay separating it until that small bone is completely separate from all the meat. And at the end, you're going to have to twist it in order to break it off. I have to. Alright, there we go. Alright, so now you should just have the meat with the larger bone. Take that cheesecloth again and just start separating it from the bone. Start tugging at it. Alright, so looks like we got it pretty good. You can see the meat is completely separated from the bone, like so. And that's essentially what you want for this recipe. Has that lollipop appearance.
Alright, you guys, so while Chef Lamar is making the rest of the wings to show you guys before we start seasoning, Chef in Training Jasmine is gonna go, no, it's no more, gonna go ahead and chop up her mushrooms and her bell pepper and her onion to be sauteed to go over the sticky rice with the mango. Now we did have a hiccup. The mangoes were not sweet. They were like that tarty, tangy kind of mango. So if you see our plate at the end, it only got 2 mangoes on there. That's because Chef Anna ate most of it. And the other 2 were a little tangy and not sweet. They taste like pears or green apples and not like a mango. So sorry about that. So like I said before, I'm vegetarian, so I am just going to go ahead and just cut me up some mushrooms. So I'm going to be using the same sauce that Chef Lamar puts his chicken wings in. I'm going to be just having mushrooms, onions, and bell peppers. I just wanted to show you guys what I was doing while he was showing you guys that.
Okay guys, so after you've completely made your chicken into a lollipop form, you're going to want to get the marinade flowing. So the ingredients I use for the marinade, the first ingredient is going to be sriracha. I would say use 2 tablespoons of sriracha. You want to use 1 tablespoon of flour, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. I like my chicken pretty crispy. So if you like it crispy, go ahead and use 2. If not, only use 1. Then you want to use about a teaspoon of pepper. Just because the sriracha has so much salt in it, you don't really need to salt it heavy. And again, we're going to fry it and make a separate sauce for it, so don't worry about the salt too much right now. Additionally, we're going to use 1 tablespoon of honey. So as you can tell, all these ingredients are of Asian flavor. Lastly, you're going to want to use a tablespoon of soy sauce. So once you have all those ingredients in a bowl, you're going to want to stir those together. When you're stirring them, please be careful to try not to press the chicken too hard, because you're going to lose that lollipop form. So once you put all those ingredients together, you're going to want to mix them in a bowl, put them in the fridge for an hour, and once they're finished, I'll show you what to do next.
Alright you guys, so now we've showed you like all the chopping and all the shaping and boiling the rice. Now we got the grease going to fry the chicken. We just wanted to get back on here and kind of engage with you guys a little bit more. So this is our, like I said, this is our first episode cooking with the Kerns. My husband does do a lot of cooking. We have a grill. We're always on Pinterest trying different things and recipes, and then trying to find something that we can make vegetarian, but then also for him as well. So tell us how you got into like cooking. Tell us about how in college you only was eating noodles.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I think anybody who's been to college knows the college struggle. So I made a pact with myself that, you know, whenever I graduate from college and get a better job, I'm gonna start cooking as much as I can. And I really took it from there. But it started with me and like my grandfather, pretty much. That was just a bond that we had. Whenever we want to spend time together, he would start cooking, and that's what ignited my love for cooking. But really, in college, I didn't have the opportunity to cook so much. But once I got out and started working full time, it became something I enjoyed doing.
For me, I never really got into the cooking. I really enjoyed the after part of cooking, like just the pretty plates and the food tasting good. But like the prepping and the chopping and the cooking and the stirring and the sauteing, I just never got into it. And so all of the years prior to, and I'm still cutting up peppers, that's why you see me keep looking down. Prior to, I became a vegetarian very early on. So it was just really me just sauteing vegetables, boiling rice, you know, making like little mushroom wraps. So it never was a lot to my cooking for me. And then started dating Chef Lamar, and you know, started going to restaurants and started opening up a little bit more. Then I stopped being vegetarian because he forced me to eat meat. So but now I'm back to vegetarian, and that's what we are doing. So it's really trying to get to know you guys and talk to you a little bit more. So drop in the comments, do you cook with your husband? Do you guys like trying different recipes? If you are a cook, what got you into cooking? And so yeah, tell us. And if you guys like this video and this kind of content, we can definitely give you guys more, because we do a lot of cooking. We just don't record it. So okay, you guys, so mine is ready. Let me see, come over. Oh, okay, this is what it looks like. Can you guys see that? Let me try to focus it. Came out really good, so I'm gonna try it, pray over it. Make sure you pray over your food, and mix it up and see how it tastes. But the sticky rice looks like the texture is really right. I think that is too bright for lighting, and then it's white, it's not catching up on the camera. So then we're gonna show you guys what Lamar's wings look like in just a moment. And now they have to fry it for how long? They have to be perfectly fried. I gotta time it, y'all.
Yeah. So yeah, first of all, I'm really happy the way the sticky rice came out. I experimented with different rices, and none of them have like the same texture as the sweet rice or the glutinous rice. So please make sure you get the proper rice brand. So as far
He
as
done said that 3 times, so he's
it's
serious.
very important. It's, you know, the sticky rice came out perfect. It's a little translucent. It's very sticky. It has great texture once you bite into it. As far as the chicken frying, it's going to be about 3 minutes. So
Right at 3.
time it. You know, let it sit on the stovetop for a bit. Let it get hot, and let it cook for about 3 to 3.5 minutes, depending on how crunchy you like your chicken.
Because you said you cooked it at 4 minutes last night. What happened?
Yeah, so I cooked it at 4 minutes last night because you're using a lot of soy sauce and sugars and different things like that. If you cook it for a little bit too much, it's going to be more crispier than it needs to be, just because the sugars and everything like that carbonize and stuff like that. So please make sure you cook it for 3 to 3.5 minutes.
Yeah. All right, so let him get his chicken plated and show you guys what it looks like. All right, you guys. So this is what Lollipop chicken wings look like.
Okay guys, hopefully you can see this, but yeah, we have pretty good separation of the meat from the bone. Pretty much what I did to finish these things up is to put them in a fryer in the same sauce I talked about earlier, the soy sauce, vinegar, sriracha, salt, garlic sauce that I mentioned earlier. We actually use this for the chicken wings to give them a really nice tangy flavor. So here they are.
So that's what they look like, you guys. And the rice, you guys saw the rice on my plate, it came out really well. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed our first episode of Cooking with the Kerns, in the kitchen with the Kerns. We really had a good time. We're like, oh, this is actually fun. We're enjoying this. So definitely give us some feedback if you want to see more Black families on YouTube, or you want to see more of us on YouTube. Definitely go ahead and give us a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below for what we should cook next month, or we could definitely cook it sooner depending on how many views and likes that we get our first episode. So we love all of you guys, and we hope that you join the Kerns family. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that we were able to give you a recipe to try at home. Subscribe down below. We'll see you guys next week. Okay, Kerns Kitchen.
Kerns Kitchen.
Yes, Kerns Kitchen. That's right, Anna.
Yeah.
Say, can you say subscribe?
Why?
Yeah. All right, you guys. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.